It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans, and it comes your way next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin joined by Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer Charles Davis. And CD, these Titans stumbled a bit last year. They were coming off 6 straight winning seasons, a #1 seed in 2021, but they fell to 7-10 a year ago.
A major surprise because it certainly looked like they had the division locked up around midseason. The big key for them, more consistency at the quarterback position, keeping their guy healthy and being able to run the football as impressively as they've done in the past.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they have the pieces in place. They were a playoff team in 2022. What do you see for them this year?
You give this team full health throughout the season, and they have a chance to be not just a playoff team again, but beyond, because they'll scare the heck out of you on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, that's where they have to start playing a little bit better.
So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Eckler now between the tackles. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, Well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to go up top again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On the option, here's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Williams brings it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Complete to Mike Williams. A gain of 26 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Mike Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Tannehill on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throws on target to Burks. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Tannehill. And it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Badgley on for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On first down, it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
That's interference. Defense.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's got room across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 77 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 71 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard. But
there he goes left side. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. He's across midfield. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 75 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A first down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Henry again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it again with Henry. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short gain there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Tannehill on third and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry from 3 yards out. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That would go for 26 and a first down.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 176 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Oh, Tito Ogbanaya in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by 6. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Julius Chestnut now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by a point. 1:17 remains. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Tannehill to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Titans are going to win the football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about